Well, I was kind of wondering if the Tonex, the original unit, actually sounds any different from the headphone jack through that compared to the regular line outs. Reason I was kind of wondering was because I just recently purchased a original unit used. Um, Main concern was the possibility of if the output sounds different on this compared to the one version. Um, I realized that the one only has the one output, and it got me thinking, well, if that one's only got a single output that's stereo, well, what would be the difference between the headphone out on the original and the line left and right out on this? So I was kind of doing some looking online. I didn't really seem to see a comparison between the two being run into the same gear. So figured I'd try and check it out myself and see how it goes. So what I ended up doing here is I just kind of hooked this up temporarily just because mainly I didn't have as many output jack cables as I thought I might, but I just ended up running the headphone out on this out to my normal amp that I use, which is just a stereo amp. It just has a whole bunch of different inputs on it. So I ran that out, just out through here, just on up to this unit, just using the headphones. And because I didn't have the appropriate cables to run it just straight into the receiver, I went ahead and just ran the left and right out of the Tonex just into the loop on the ToneMaster Pro. I've got everything else turned off here. I mean, this is in a chain, but there's absolutely nothing on except the loop. So essentially, I'm just using it as a pass-through. So here, as it is right now, I've got two different inputs hooked up. I can just toggle between the two. Not that it really matters, but one just reads as the tape and one's like the video in, but they're same level and everything, and I've adjusted the Tone Master to be at the same level. So just as is, this right here, this is just going to be the left and right outputs on the unit. And this is the headphone out. This is using the factory Rockman patch. It's this the high gain one that that comes with the Tonex unit. Um, I'm not hearing any difference between the two, even in the room here. I would highly doubt you'd be able to hear any real difference other than just how I play from A to B, to be honest. So there it is. Again, that's just one patch example. I mean, could probably go through others using like the clean. It really doesn't matter. I guess while I'm at it, I can go ahead and pick a clean one just to do it here. Whoops.
I guess, like I said, I was just wanting to check that out myself, and because I never saw an A/B comparison on the same unit, I was just kind of wondering what other people were saying, and really nobody was saying anything. So I'm assuming that based on the Tonex one, they basically just kind of taking the technology from the headphone output, I would imagine, and just made that the only output. Because as I'm seeing it, at least in the original here, it really doesn't seem to be any difference. I don't even, it doesn't even really seem to be any level difference really. The main difference here is just the fact that because I'm running it through something else just to get the signal out and be able to A/B compare them a little easier with the equipment that I have, that maybe there's just a tick off there, just adjusted, but in the room it sounds equal to my ear. But anyway, might be one of those questions that nobody else really cares about, but if you're looking for an example of the headphone versus the line out on the Tonex unit, well, there it is. The reason I was wondering is because possibly considering just getting the smaller unit. I don't know that I need the bigger one necessarily, and if I can save some space and some money on the small one, then that might be the better option if the sound all ends up being the same. So anyway, if this helped you out, good thing, but I'm not a big YouTuber or anything like that, but if you happen to like it, subscribe if you'd like to see anything else like this. That's it. Thanks. Enjoy.